What's the smartest way you tested which family members actually loved you? I faked winning the lottery for $6 million to see who would come crawling out of the woodwork before I actually sold my business for $15 million. My family had always treated my tech startup like a joke. My brother Mike called it playing computer games for a living. My sister Jenny constantly asked when I'd get a real job, always asking when I'd give up and get something stable, never showing genuine interest in what I actually built. The red flag came last Christmas when my cousin got promoted at a bank. The whole family celebrated like she'd cured cancer. When I mentioned landing a major client, my uncle changed the subject to football. I decided to test them before everything changed. I'd been secretly negotiating to sell my failing business for $15 million. The deal would be public news within weeks. But first, I wanted to know who actually cared about me versus my money. The next week, I bought a fake lottery ticket online, one of those novelty ones that looks completely real. I called my mom, crying happy tears. "Mom, you're not going to believe this. I just won $6 million in the state lottery." Her first reaction was perfect shock. "Oh, honey, that's incredible. I'm so proud of you." But I kept building the story. I can finally pay off my student loans, get a real apartment, maybe even help the family out. "What about your little computer business?" she asked. "I'll probably shut it down. Who needs that stress when you have lottery money?" That's when things got interesting. Within hours, my phone was buzzing. Mike texted, "Bro, just heard the news. We should catch up soon." This from the guy who hadn't returned my calls in months. Jenny called that evening, suddenly fascinated. "I always knew you were destined for something big." She'd never said that, ever. Over the next month, the family transformed. Mike invited me to expensive dinners, always suggesting I pay. Jenny asked for loans, $500 for car repairs, then $2,000 for a vacation. My parents suddenly wanted to discuss my financial planning. Dad mentioned their roof needed $8,000 in work. The breaking point came when I overheard Mike on the phone with Jenny at a family barbecue. "We need to move fast before he spends it all on stupid stuff. If we can get him to invest in the construction business, we'll have access to the whole pile." I decided to set the final trap. "Hey everyone, I've been thinking about what to do with this money. I want to give back to the family that supported me." I pulled out a notebook at Sunday dinner. "I'm thinking $50,000 each to start. Who wants to tell me how they've supported my dreams over the years?" Mike jumped in immediately. "Remember when I always said your computer thing would pay off? I always believed in you, man." Jenny nodded eagerly. "And I always defended you when people said you were wasting your time. I told everyone you were building something special." My parents smiled proudly. "We never doubted you for a second," Dad said. Then I pulled out my phone and played the recording from the barbecue. Mike's voice came through clearly. "Move fast before he spends it all on stupid stuff." Everyone froze. The color drained from Mike's face. "Turns out I never won the lottery. That was a fake ticket. But I did just sell my little computer business for $15 million. The announcement goes public tomorrow." I showed them the signed purchase agreement. I wanted to see who actually loved me versus who loved my money. Now I know. Mike tried explaining he was looking out for my financial future. Jenny claimed she was just excited for my success. "Then why did none of you care about my success until you thought I had lottery money?" Turns out Mike had borrowed money from 3 relatives claiming investment opportunities and never paid anyone back. Mike and Jenny didn't speak to me for weeks. When they called, it was to ask if I needed help managing my wealth. The lottery ticket is framed in my new office. My parents occasionally visit and actually ask about my business now. Mike still tries to pitch me construction investments, but at least he's honest about wanting my money.